Happy Friday. Oh my God, how are we here already? I cannot even believe it. It is Friday, January 5th, and we are off to the races in this new calendar year of 2024. There does come in with this sigh of relief. You know, the first week of the new year is so wild, isn't it? Isn't it just very up and down? It has a lot of pressure on it. We're also kind of like withdrawing from all our indulgence over the holidays and like balancing out and catching up on and just feeling exhausted and trying to rest and it comes in with all of that, right? And then if you're like me and you love to come in organized with intentions and plans, right? It's just there's a lot happening. It's a lot happening. We made it through and God, it feels good. Doesn't it just feel different? Just feels different. I can't really put my finger on it. Nothing really is different, but the energy, oh my God, I hope that you're feeling this. It is the end of challenging times. There is this kind of, and I think really for the next, another week, so maybe halfway through January, we're kind of in this like purging of 2023 energy. And I know just as a whole, what I love doing, when I offer at the end of the year the 12-month breakdowns is I kind of can see themes, right? In people's readings. And for a good chunk of mass consciousness, a good percentage, that kind of new year, new you isn't really coming in until March. And so if you are falling into that category where you're just like, you know what, I still feel a little funky, I still feel a little 2023, you're not alone. You're not alone. And so it's going to come in, that breath of fresh air and that relief is going to come in. In the meantime, hold yourself with compassion and optimism because, it is. The card says the end of challenging times and things are looking up. And we're really needing that this year, right? And so a lot of reassurance and some of you may be like, "Yes, Ange, I feel what you're feeling. This feels amazing." And some of you may be like, "That's not where I'm at." It will be. It will be. All right. Really focusing on pleasure and really focusing on joy is coming in as well. And wanting to put that in the mix. And so there is this push being like, listen, do what you love. Focus on what you love. Focus on what you bring to the table. We're no longer trying to be what we think other people want us to be or what we think society wants us to be. We're being who we are. And some of you will know exactly who that is. And most of you will still be figuring that out. And that is just so exciting. Getting curious about yourself again, not with critical eyes, but with joyful, accepting, loving eyes, right? And getting to know yourself, date yourself, ask yourself questions. I think it's so powerful. And if you're in a season where you're like, Ange, I'm 65, I know who I am, but I'm feeling a little lost, it's because you're constantly changing. We're constantly evolving. I remember going through this a couple of years ago, and I felt so perplexed. I'm like, "What is happening?" I didn't feel confident in my, decision making, even, like, easy decisions, right? And I remember sitting just kind of like, "What is happening?" I was meditating and I was journaling, and spirit was like, "You have changed so much in a short period of time. You haven't caught up with yourself yet." Right? And even though I was doing the work and I was in this huge transformational season, and I was doing the best that I could, there still needed to be additional time poured into myself. Who am I now? My priorities now are not what they were 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 6 months ago, right? And so we're constantly evolving. So everyone across the board is going to benefit from getting to know yourself now, especially if you have went through big changes. Empty nesting, departures, moves, family expansion, job, financial changes, whatever it is, right? Checking in with yourself, getting to know yourself, asking yourself, a series of questions to just, like you said, if you were on a first date with someone, you kind of want to feel yourself out again because you are constantly evolving and so much can go under the radar. All right. There's also some planning coming in. If you're planning for the end of January, wanting to be a little bit reserved, meaning that there may be some reshuffling or rescheduling, whether it's to do with weather, whether it's to do with availability or health, however that comes in. They're just saying, like, listen, I can see the to-do list, right? Don't take on too much. Don't take on too much. Wanting to be a little bit reserved with what we're committing to. All right. And like you said, circling back to the beginning of the message where we're focusing on passion and we're focusing on joy, go do something fun this weekend. Whatever that is, that could be sleeping in, that could be watching your favorite movie, that could be going for a walk, that could be going out dancing at the club, whatever it is. Get back to things that feel good, that bring joy, and don't feel like you have to earn it. Don't feel like, well, if I get all my chores done today, if I clean all my house and do all the things, then I'm going to be able to sit down and relax and watch a movie. Watch the movie. Watch it. Have joy. You deserve joy. You deserve joy. All right. Don't forget, I'll be on Sunday with your weekly guidance, and I'll be back Monday with your daily messages.